This was a movie that has the only prank I've ever seen. A university was holding an exam. All students entered the exam room with great confidence. Are they all excellent students? You think too much. Each of them had been prepared. The ultimate crank tool. The bell rang, the contest began. The students began to strike. This student filled the recipe on eraser. Another contestant presents a trick on his exam paper. There were also people who wrote answers on blindfold, but these were just trivial operations. The real master was still in the back. Morishita, for example, engraved the answer on the nail. By the time the supervisor didn't notice, took off the earrings. It turned out that her earring was a magnifying glass. On the nails were documents to cheat. Subliminal, what a sublime. And Kami's way was more hoarse. Before the exam, he went to curling hair. Then attach important knowledge on it. If didn't know what to do, would pretend to stroke hair. While filming, still had to keep the hair shape. Right at the time everyone was copying very high. No one expected there was still a strong man behind. All the tricks were opposite the professor standing in the building. Used binoculars to see clearly. Kami was captured at the battle. The whole exam room fell into a quiet space. Megita treated Kami like a criminal. Getting photographed and then asking questions again. It turned out that Megita was the one who specializes in catching the ruffians. Anyone who was arrested by him and not expelled will be deducted points. Kami just got kicked out of school. Kami sacrificed splendidly. Make other students feel much reassured. But Megita wasn't a good person either. It wasn't just a nefarious relationship with female teachers in the school, but also accepting bribes and colluding with investors. For his plan to be advantageous, he persuaded the principal to take the achievements of male students as a milestone. If the dorm's achievements weren't good, it would be removed for his sake. Students who heard the news all came to find Megita. They promised that if in the final semester test, every students both got a score, the dorm wouldn't be removed, and Kami's fine would be erased. This was obviously tough challenge to complete, so they started the biggest cheating fight ever. At first, they decided to let the student who was good at technique hack the school website, to change everyone's achievements. As a result, this came as Megita's expectation. He uploaded a self-recorded mocking video. The final semester test was coming, to keep the dormitory safe and sound. They decided to cheat together. Due to this, they thought of many ways. Even before the examination, a student wore the astronaut suit, hurt himself intentionally, hid a camera in his plaster, send the exam to friends outsides, then used the earphone to transmit answers to the whole room. He could sacrifice to cheat like that. I'm so speechless. Due to the enduring mental, in other subjects, people also came up with advanced cheating methods. For instance, setting up media in the room before. Just when the supervisor turned back, the student who was full of plaster would take action. He took the remote controller out, opened the sharing screen with answers, or they would use the magic water, hid answer key into students' clothes. During the exam, just paying attention to writing position. Just stared at it could they see answers. Even Morishita sacrificed, was willing to use the beauty trap. When the supervisor lay on the ground, took this opportunity, the male student behind quickly took off his t-shirt, revealed the back full of answers. There were many ways to help them fulfill the exam. In addition, they also arranged some female students, used their body actions to form the chemistry formulas, and asked friends downstairs to spread balloons with answers. Their efforts gained achievements, due to cheating in some subjects. Everyone was coordinating very well, so they all achieved good results. Seeing this, Megita was so frustrated. He knew that these students cheated for sure. To find the clue, he came to find Kami, the one who had been expelled from school. Suggested that he could be back to school, and found the clue for him. In the end Kami couldn't hold back the temptation. He told Megita a very good way. That was to let Morishita put the next day's exam papers in a shredder. Morishita must tell everyone about this. Students stayed up all night. Finally, they put piles of scrap paper together into a complete paper, and found answers. However, the next day when students came into the room confidently, they realized that Megita changed the paper. They were all bewildered then. While they were desperate, Kami appeared. He was on the top of the opposite building, used the laser light to show answers, to places where Megita couldn't see, such as on the back of his coach, on the wall, and so on. Megita suddenly realized that they were writing too much, felt that something was wrong, but he couldn't find the cheating instrument elsewhere. After the examination ended, Megita still wanted to investigate in his anger, unintentionally speaking out about his collusion with investors, and taking bribes. Just in time the principal outside heard that. Then he was finally sacked. The university also cancelled the plan of removing students could stay in the dorms again, but due to the mistake in the cheating process, everyone was wrong in one question. Their achievements were all 98 marks. Their cheats were also detected. In the end, the university decided to fine them. Studied at the class once again. Although in the movie, students were all working hard to win the cheating battle, but movie was only movie. In real life, cheating was not acceptable. But later when we recall the scene of our class, stayed up all night just for answer of an exam, searching in a mess of paper, it couldn't be denied that it was filled with memories of youth. Do your youths have any interestingly cheating memories?